Hello there and welcome to this episode of Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill right here in Hammond. I'm your host, Alan Waddell, and joined as always by the head baseball coach of your Southeastern Lions, Coach Matt Reiser. As you can see, we're facing a different direction this week as we want to show off at Scott Henderson and his crew here at Buddy's. They take care of us each and every week. They've done some renovations on the restaurant. If you haven't had a chance to come by here, you want to do so. Not only one of the best menus in the state of Louisiana, but one of the best atmospheres as well. So come on out here to Buddy's. They do a fantastic job taking care of everyone that they wait on here. And Matt, this was an outstanding week for your club. We talked about it last week. We knew it was going to be a big one. You were going to go on the road to take on Lamar, who has really been one of the darlings of the national media, so to speak, in the Southland Conference, the way they've kind of turned their program around from a year ago. But you go over there, you get the sweep. You started off with a win over Jackson State, 4-0 for your club. I know you have to be excited about that.
Yeah, you know, a really big week for us. We knew the Wednesday was going to be a tune-up with the arms we had to get in, and really it was going to be up to the offense to score some runs, which we did, and then also we pitched a shutout. But we wanted to get through Wednesday. You couldn't overlook Wednesday. Jackson State's got a good club. They score a lot of runs fast. We did a good job taking care of business on Wednesday. We also knew what the weekend held. You know, it was going to be a huge weekend from a national standpoint, from not only a conference standpoint, but national media as well, and the at-large bid and everything else that goes along with it. And we're just really proud of the guys to be able to understand how to lock in, understand how important each game was this week.
Matt, your record now 35-13. Something that was brought to my attention that I didn't know. 8 years in a row, Southeastern baseball, 35-plus wins, has become one of the most consistent programs, not only in the Southland Conference, not only in the state of Louisiana, but in the country.
Yeah, you know, it started with Jay. We talked about consistency all the time and how important our program is about it's not the name on the back, it's the name on the front. And we've done it with different kids year in, year out, but the same type of young men that have come in and committed to our program, bought into the system. And when you do that, when you buy into a system like they have, you have that type of consistency year in and year out.
All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look at the first game of the week as the Lions welcome in Jackson State on Wednesday night. Final midweek contest of the year. Lions are hosting Jackson State. As you can see, McDonald's is the sponsor as Ronald McDonald throws out the first pitch as Pat Cashford on the mound for your club, Coach.
Yeah, Pat looked good, man. You know, we knew it was going to be a short stint for him. We had a lot of arms to get in from a relief standpoint to get him ready for the weekend. You know, we just did a fantastic job Friday and Saturday against Houston Baptist. They're not using a whole lot of arms. Starters went deep. The bullpen guys we did use went deep. So we had a lot of arms to get in on the midweek game, and Pat gave us a great start, and the offense got to work early. We did a good job early in the game, taking advantage of some freebies. Carson Kreitz hits this ball hard. You know, it's an E6 on the shortstop, but he did square the ball up well. So we score here early. And I think that was the key to this game, is we had to make sure to jump on these guys early. Going in the ball game, the contest, Jackson State's offense was top 10 in almost every offensive category, top 5 in home runs and stolen bases, and knew they could score some runs, so we had to put some runs on the board early. We did a good job here. The one hit we had in the inning was a drag bunt with 2 outs there down the line, and we take the early lead there, 3-0.
Nice to see the Lions jump on top early, playing here at home. As, like you said, this was a club that had some very good offensive numbers. Had a guy that was actually chasing the batting crown, just like Jamison Fisher, who we see here, who was able to add a hit to his total for the season. Yeah, what a special year that young man's having. You know, lead it off double there, and does a fantastic job. He's pretty much stayed hot all year long, and you know, Carson Kreitz hits one here. This was pretty impressive. The wind's blowing in about 20 miles an hour. He hits one through the wind, cuts it through the wind for a 5-0 lead and a 2-run dinger, which was his 8th of the year. Right now, your middle of the order is really swinging the bat well. Is really up and down the lineup right now. A lot of confidence going through your lineup. Yeah, you know, we talk about it. This is the time of year to really start really getting locked in and play our best baseball. And we've had some guys who swing the bat well, some haven't. And as you can see in this ball game, here's Derek Mountain, another 2-run shot later in the ball game as well. I thought we're doing a good job of kind of clicking on all cylinders. You know, Derek Mounts, a JUCO transfer, came in, struggled early offensively, was hitting about $190, 200. He surged here in the last 3 or 4 weeks, got back in the starting lineup there at third base, playing a great defense at third baseman, and obviously putting up the offensive numbers as well. He's up to almost 280 now. You can see at this point, Lions really coasted in this one up 12-0. Was able to get some guys in. Here's Cade Grenier comes in late in the ball game, and we're able to close this one out. Matt, you start your week 1-0, shut out Jackson State 15-0. I mean, I know when you see 15, you think, hey, it's a big offensive day, but to shut out that offense is pretty impressive.
Yeah, extremely impressive. I mean, we went to 5 or 6, maybe even 7 arms in the ball game, and against a really offensive Jackson State crew. I mean, they've got a young man that's hitting 440-something, another young man had 16 home runs, another gentleman who had over 20 stolen on bases. I mean, they kind of did it every way you could think of, and I thought we just did a fantastic job of obviously pitching, throwing strikes, and playing defense behind them, and it started out a great week for us. All
right, let's go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we're going to get to the highlights from the weekend as the Lions were on the road at Lamar, right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill.
Welcome to Buddy's Bar and Grill, located at 1236 South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond. Buddy's is home to great steaks, fresh seafood, and friendly service. Buddy's has been voted the best steakhouse and best restaurant in Tangipahoa Parish. With over 2,500 square feet and 3 large dining rooms, Buddy's can accommodate any party. Buddy's goal has always been to wow customers with their food and prices. Owner Scott Henderson and his family have always believed in giving customers good deals for their hard-earned money. Stop by Buddy's Bar and Grill for dinner and a drink. For more information on Buddy's, please visit buddyshammond.com.
This is the time. This is Ford Truck Month.
Let me hear you say truck. Yeah, let's crank it on up. Yeah.
Ford F-Series is America's best-selling truck, and with over 25 million sold in the past 39 years, no wonder it's the #1 choice in the hardest-working industries out there. This is the place. This is Ford Truck Month. Now get 0% financing for 60 months plus $2,000 cash back on F-150.
Truck, yeah!
Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill right here in Hammond. The Lions were on the road this past weekend in Beaumont, Texas, take on the Lamar Cardinals. Here's the Friday night highlights. Here you go, Matt. Friday night over at Lamar. This was going to be a big series. We knew that going over here. This team right on your tail in the Southland Conference standings, and Friday night would certainly be not your normal Friday night ball game.
Yeah, you know, we knew it was going to be 2 offensive clubs coming in and 2 clubs that could pitch it. And Friday night had a chance for a pitcher's duel. Unfortunately, here you see Sig gets the bad luck. We throw one away there down the second baseline, back pick guy. Had to play, it was the right call, just didn't make the play. And unfortunately, we go down 1-0 here early, but really proud of the club, how we responded in some moments here. Kyle didn't have his best stuff on Friday night. And like we said, they've got a really good offensive club where they can score a lot of runs early. But I thought our club did a good job just trying to stay in the ball game. You know, we're going to get behind here in a couple innings a good bit against the Friday night guy, and most teams would shut it down. But as you see, we get up the 1 run, we come back, we get the infield single there to get the lead runner there, leadoff guy on. We bunt a guy over, and here we are in a situation, bases loaded, 1 out. Carson Christ does a good job driving by the outfield and getting the sac fly, and just having a productive out for us. Kyle goes back to the mound here. I thought this was a big play in the game that I argued. You know, really thought that was interference on the hitter there. As you can see him walk clearly across the plate there. Sam was set up to make a throw. Unfortunately, we get the no call, and they end up scoring a couple runs instead. They do a good job of driving some balls. As you can see, this one here leaves the yard. 3-run homer, and we talked about it with Lamar's offense. They go in bunches. It was a tied ball game, 1-1. They come out, they score 4 runs, and you can see Lamar's fired up here with a 5-1 lead here in the 4th inning.
Matt, I thought this was very impressive by your club, the way you would come back offensively. As you know, you're on the road, you're down by 4. This is kind of similar to that McNeese game maybe a couple of weeks ago where you fall behind on the road in a big emotional game for the opponent. They're chasing you in the Southland Conference standings, but you're able to put a big crooked number up here and get right back in the ballgame.
Yeah, you know, we have 2 good at-bats there. We walk 2 walks, do a good job, work some counts there, and then obviously the man of the hour comes up, Jameson Fisher, the guy we've been talking about all year long. Hits a double in the opposite field gap. See the center fielder misplay the ball there, and now it's 5-3. You know, on a Friday night guy, I really thought that the Hibbs kid was one of the best arms we've seen all year. He lost the command there early in this inning. We did a good job of making him pay for it. You see a line drive there right back at him. I thought we just did a good job of stringing some ABs here together. And you're going to look up here in the ball game, and all of a sudden, where they felt very comfortable with a nice lead, felt like it was a cushion lead. We ended up taking 1 swing of the bat. You see Ryan Byers there absolutely hammers the ball. Actually, we're going to bunt. Got him on an up count, threw a couple balls. I give Byers a green light to swing away, and hits a 3-run home run, and you blink an eye, we score 5 runs. We're back up 6-5.
That was certainly a big point of the ball game. You fall behind and then come back with the big inning, because this inning would not be over at this point.
Yeah, and just really a good job, just kind of keep pouring it on. Again, most clubs in the country facing the reigning national pitcher of the month. Had an absolutely outstanding April. He's been great all year long. The young man, we just found a way to put some bees together. And obviously this is a big moment. They know it's a big moment. We're in the 5th inning, bases loaded. They bring in the closer here in the 5th to try to keep it at 6-5. You see Daniel Midyet drops a single in there to center field, another 2-out RBI. A 2-run single there to make it 8-5, which was really huge for us to get that lead extended to give us a little bit more comfort. And then obviously Jameson Fisher just, again, 2 doubles in the same inning, gets another RBI. Does a fantastic job of extending that lead and making it 9-5. They got a tough club. We run Sedetall back out again. We get the strikeout here on the Cutter McDowell kid. Really, Sid didn't have his good stuff really until this inning, to be honest with you. Really kind of settled in this inning, and this was going to be a huge inning for us. We needed to keep it at bay at the 9-5. Again, they score in bunches. They had an opportunity there to extend the lead to get 1, but we do a good job eliminating the inning. And the big part, here's another big play for us. It's a single, infield single, guy lays out. Byers does a fantastic job, never lets up coming around second base, and we get a huge run there to extend that lead up to 10-6.
Matt, you turn it over to the bullpen. Nice to see Kyle get a little run support. He's kind of been a tough loser a couple of times this year, but the offense really came to play for him. And then Josh Green, who would have a great weekend for your club, not only on Friday night, we'll see him later on in the highlights, but would come in and do a nice job in relief.
Yeah, really had a fantastic weekend. You can see here he's just sinking the ball left and right. He gives up a couple unfortunate infield hits here that just happened to find the hole in the right spot. You saw the one there in the 6 hole, the comebacker. We couldn't field. Again, another big moment here. Josh Green's got the bases loaded with the leading conference home run hitter in the conference with 15. He gets the punch out there. Now we got 2 outs. We got another guy right on the backside with some big-time home run power. He's got 8 homers on the year. He goes strikeout. It was obviously a huge moment there for us to keep it 11-6.
Certainly was. Did not allow them to get any momentum, as he would stay in the ball game here, Matt. And really, after they got those bases loaded, he did a really nice job getting out of the trouble, but then continuing that momentum.
Yeah, and the big thing for him was he did a fantastic job of finishing the game off. He saved the bullpen for the rest of the weekend, and Kyle only going to be able to go 5 innings. With Josh Green coming in and going the other 4, and not having to bring Grenier in was huge for us. And I think this was another big moment for us here is, we got a chance to extend the lead here. It's 11-6. We got Grenier in the pen just in case. Josh Green's getting back on the back end of this 4th inning here of work. So it's got a chance to get close there in the 9th inning. But we do a great job of extending the lead. We steal 2nd, we steal 3rd, get 2nd and 3rd, and Ryan Byers there with another big knock. It's a 2-run triple there off the wall, extend the lead to 13-6. And then Sam Robertson with another 2-out knock here to make it 14-6 and solidify the win for us.
It's certainly nice to see your club continue to add on and pour on. We saw maybe earlier in the year some chances to do this and didn't do it, and it kind of bit us in some games, but you just kept adding on, and you were able to get this big victory. Here's a nice way to end the ball game here against Lamar, 14-6. Tremendous win for your club. The way you would turn this thing as a Josh Green, like you said, pitched the remainder of the ball game.
Yeah, and again, just what he did to save that bullpen, huge outing. We talked about it. Offense clicked on all cylinders there. 14 runs, 15 hits. Friday night against one of the best pitching clubs, not only in the conference but in the country, says a lot about our club. Really
a statement by the Lions as they put up 2 touchdowns against the Lamar Cardinals. Huge win for your club, Matt. I know this was a big one to get the first one over there. Kind of a different-looking Friday night score. Your offense explodes. Put up 14 runs. He gets a good Lamar Friday night starter.
Yeah, I don't think anybody foresaw that one coming. 2 of the top 5 pitchers in the Southland Conference, and I'm sure a lot of people circled their calendar for that matchup, especially after what Will Hibbs did last month, being a National Pitcher of the Month. So to see that score 14-6, I'm sure shocked a lot of people. But again, just a fantastic job by our club coming out and knowing what we had to do to take care of business and set the tone for the weekend.
The Lions will look to take the series on Saturday. Here's the Game 2 highlights.
Mac was really good. Had 5 punch-outs on the day. You see one of them there with the breaking ball. And the big key for him was no walks and allow us offense to go back to work. And I thought this was a big moment in the ball game. We make the double switch. We pinch run Byers there at first base. We pinch hit Sam. We had to get something going. Wind's blowing in 30 miles an hour. It's going to be tough to get one out of the ballpark. And we get the speed in there like we want. We stay aggressive. We get thrown out at third base to play before, but talk about a young man starting to heat up as well, Jacob Seward. He was been down at 240, 230, all the way up to 285, I think now, batting average wise. And you see a big 2-out triple there to right field as he burns the right fielder in that win. Again, here's another big play for us. I just thought this was kind of us all weekend. We played just so much faster than Lamar. 2 outs, run at third base. Instead of being selfish and thinking he needs to swing the bat, Derek Mountain does a great job laying down almost a sacrifice bunt. It's a base hit bunt, but the guy's playing so far back. We get the RBI single there on the base hit bunt. And we're now up 2-1 and doing a good job of just extending this lead. Again, this is another right-hander they're facing that is one of the top in the conference. Came in the conference 4th in ERA. Mr. Love did, and again, you see us do a good job here, stringing some hits together, all with 2 outs. We get 2 out knocks, we get 3 2-out RBIs, which we talk about all the time is going to win championships for us.
So you jump on top. In this one, the 5th inning was kind of a big inning for your club in both of those Friday and then this Saturday game as well. And Mac has just been so good, man. I think one of the big, for me, the big difference has been how much he's just been attacking hitters. You know, early in the year, had some walks and things of that nature, but, man, he's just really been going after him with his stuff, and it's been good enough to get him out. I know they get a hit here, and they tighten it back up, but, man, he was really good again on this game.
Yeah, and this is kind of the moment we talk about. Yeah, he gave up the hit there in the gap for the double, makes it 3-2, but here they are, run at third base, 1 out, their best contact guy up at the plate, and we make an outstanding play here with Carson Kreitz and Sam Robertson. We throw the guy out, cut him down at the plate. This is how the ball game, and probably changes the momentum back to our direction here by making this defensive play. And this is kind of what we did all day on Saturday. We just made play after play after play. They do get a guy in scoring position. Then we make a big pitch there with Stroller to get out of the threat, and then we go right back offensively. You know, we scored 3 runs there in the 5th. They come back, they score 1 there in the bottom of the 5th. Here we go in the top of the 6th, and Ryan Byers splits the gap there for a triple, and we are up now 4-2, and we'll get a chance to extend it here 5-2 here in a second. But just the way we responded kind of all weekend to them. You know, they punch, we punch. They punch hard, we punch a little bit harder. You see Sam Robertson again here coming off the bench. This will be his 2nd hit of the day. Double down the line to drive in Byers, make this thing 5-2. Extend that lead. But this is just kind of the story of the weekend. We did a fantastic job of anytime they punched. They scored 1 last inning, and guess what? We're going to go ahead and score 2 for you and extend that lead to 5-2. And to be honest with you, after Mac does this, I mean, this is what we had to do on these guys. These guys are good hitting club. You see Mac goes in with a fastball there. He gets a punch out looking. I thought we just did a fantastic job of allowing our pitchers to go out and attack their hitters.
And Matt, we turn it over to this guy, and man, he's been good. I mean, it's almost game over when he comes in the ball game. As still at this point, this deep in the season, Kay Granier's only given up 1 earned run on the season. It's really an unbelievable year he's having.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people probably question how early we went to him, but we knew how big the series was on the road. We go to him early in the 7th inning, and obviously, like you said, anytime you have Kay Granier in, especially with a 3-run lead, you feel pretty comfortable about getting a win.
Lions win it 5-2 over Lamar. They take the series over there in Beaumont, a huge series for this club. So we're going to stick with the reliever theme this week, as we're going to go with Kay Granier, player of the game. Picks up another save for your club, coach, as he has just been absolutely dominant the back end of the bullpen. Matt, huge game on this one. You take the series over at Lamar. We knew this was an important series because they were right on your tail. And once again, Max Stroller, he's outstanding. He picks up his 9th victory of the season. Yeah, you know, really big for our club. We knew on Saturday, going in to go and take care of business. Let's don't mess around. We had a good Friday night. We had some momentum we could have built on, and we did. And we did a fantastic job. You know, like I said, we talked about it before the weekend started. Everybody's available. I don't care if you pitch Friday night. I don't care if you pitch Saturday. When your time's called, you better be ready to rock and roll. And obviously, we went to Kay Granier there early in the ball game, but we knew how important this series was, especially being on the road, and especially set us up for the sweep on Sunday. All right, let's go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we're going to see if the Lions could get that sweep on Sunday against Lamar right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill.
Lions baseball Baseball is supported by Louisiana's First Choice Auto Auction, located in SLU's hometown, Hammond, Louisiana. Louisiana's First Choice Auto Auction is a dealer-only auction.
For more information on Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction or their upcoming charity golf tournament, please visit www.lafcaa.com or visit Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction on Facebook and Twitter.
Your eyesight is so important, and when it comes to your eye care, let the friendly staff at the Bond Roten Eye Clinic care for you. Doctors Hunter Bond and Chris Roten, along with their staff of trained doctors, are committed to providing every patient with quality care. The Bond Roten Eye Clinic has the latest medical technology and eye care to help you, the patient. With over 14 years of experience, the Bond Roten Eye Clinic has 3 locations to serve you, with offices in Denham Springs, Hammond, and Amite. So if it's a checkup, glasses, or LASIK surgery, you need to visit the Bond Roten Eye Clinic. For more information on the clinic, please visit bondroteneyeclinic.com. Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill. The Lions took Game 1 and Game 2 of the series against Lamar, and they would look for the sweep on Sunday. Here's the Sunday box score. Matt, you take a look, not a whole lot on Sunday, really a pitcher's duel. Dominic Carlini was outstanding in this one, held one of the best offensive clubs in the league to only 1 run, as you win it 2-1 and get a huge sweep over there on the road in Beaumont against Lamar. Matt, obviously a big week for your club as you get the sweep on Sunday.
Yeah, you know, again, we knew the pressure was on them. I mean, they're at home. We're already 2-0, and you talk about, we kept challenging young men. Dominic Carlini was one of those. He had a couple of rough outings, last couple of outings, and really want to see him settle in, and boy, did he on Sunday. You know, that's probably one of the best offensive clubs we faced all year long, and to see Dom do what he did, I think only 4 balls got barreled up all day on him. To go out there and do that and allow our offense some time to score, you know, an extra run, you know, it's the name of the game. We got to score one more run on the opponent, and Dom gave us an outstanding start in that performance.
Matt, let's take a look at the Southland Conference standings now with the sweep of Lamar. That kind of puts the Cardinals down there a little bit as they're more in our rearview mirror, but Sam Houston State, 2 games back with 6 to play. Put yourself in a good position, but 6 big games left if you're going to win this regular season title. Yeah,
you know, it's our first mission. Every year we go out, the first thing is to win that regular season title, and that's what was so vital to get that game on Sunday. You know, Sam had lost on Saturday. We knew we had a chance to gain some ground on him a little bit. Unfortunately, we don't play him in the conference schedule. I'm sure Coach Deggs is upset about that situation as well because we're battling out here at the top. But at the end of the day, we got to separate ourselves. We don't want to be co-champs. We want to make sure that we win this thing outright, and in order to do that, we got to continue to sweep and go on the road and beat some good clubs, and we did that there on Sunday. So we gained a little distance, you know, and I think the big thing that we did was the RPI. You know, you go on the road, you get the sweep. We jumped 15 spots from 51, where you're probably a possible bubble team. Now you're at 36. You're talking about a possibility of a 2 seed now.
All right, well, let's go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about RPI, and also we're going to get you ready for this weekend as the Lions take on UNO. Right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill.
Welcome to Buddy's Bar and Grill, located at 1236 South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond. Buddy's is home to great steaks, fresh seafood, and friendly service. Buddy's has been voted the best steakhouse and best restaurant in Tangipahoa Parish. With over 2,500 square feet and 3 large dining rooms, Buddy's can accommodate any party. Buddy's goal has always been to wow customers with their food and prices. Owner Scott Henderson and his family have always believed in giving customers good deals for their hard-earned money. Stop by Buddy's Bar and Grill for dinner and a drink. For more information on Buddy's, please visit buddyshammond.com.
This is the time. This is Ford Truck Month.
Let me hear you say truck. Yeah, let's crank it on up. Yeah.
Ford F-Series is America's best-selling truck, and with over 25 million sold in the past 39 years, no wonder it's the #1 choice in the hardest-working industries out there. This is the place. This is Ford Truck Month. Now get 0% financing for 60 months plus $2,000 cash back on F-150.
Truck, yeah!
Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Riser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill. Before we went to break, Coach Riser touched on RPI, and that's something we want to talk about here for just a few moments. That's a term that you hear a lot around college baseball, and You were sitting at 51. Now you're at 36. That's with every Division I college baseball team in the country. I know this is an inexact science, but that selection committee takes a lot of stock in RPI. And I think a lot of our fans early in the year were kind of scratching our head. Why is this not working out for us? But the way the schedule was put together and some of these big road series at the end of the year, we thought it would even its way out.
Yeah, well, we knew control the controllables. The only thing we can control, to be honest with you, like you said, it's not an exact science. I can't figure the thing out. I don't think a lot of people can, but what you do have to do is you have to win. And we did that this weekend, and we were fortunate. At the end of the day, we looked up and went 4-0 this week, and we went up almost 20 spots. So we went from being a possible bubble team with some quality wins against top 50 opponents to now, hey, you're definitely in, and possibly now a 2-seeded regional. So again, at the end of the day, the only thing we can do to make sure that stays where it needs to be is continue to win. Yep. Take care of business. Don't RPI watch, so to speak. Let the national media do that. Let the selection committee do that part of it. The part we need to worry about, which is just our next ball game.
No doubt about it. And the next ball game for your club is the UNO Privateers. This is another one of those split series. Friday and Sunday will be in Hammond. That's the final home games of the year. It's hard to believe that. It seems like we were just starting the year off against ULM just a couple of weeks ago. And on Saturday, you're going to take on UNO down there. But, Matt, this is a totally different UNO team we've played in the last couple of years. Coach Blake Dean's done a great job with that program, and they've really turned it around here in 2016.
Yeah, I guess they call you young and dumb. When I came in as the youngest head coach in the country, we make a run, we go to regionals at 29 years old. Coach Dean's now the youngest head coach in Division I, and what he's done at UNO is something short of a miracle, to be honest with you. They won 13, 15 games somewhere around there last year. Now you're looking at a club that was in the at-large talk literally 2 weeks ago. So RPI still in the 60s, still have a chance to gain some ground here at the back end of the season with obviously us in the RPI situation where we're at, but just a very offensive club. You go look at the offensive numbers they've put up this season, from batting average to runs scored, even to extra base hits. They've done a fantastic job of really swinging the bat. It's going to really be up to our offense this weekend. Our offense has got to score some runs. Look at their pitching staff. That's where they struggle. We've got to be able to get in the bullpen. They've got some starters that can pitch and pitch well, but the depth's not there for them. So we've got to do a good job of doing what we've done the last couple of weeks. We faced some good ones the last couple of weeks in Hibbs and Fontenot and those guys, so to speak. And we've got to do a good job of jumping on those starters and getting that bullpen where we can score some runs to give us a little breathing room.
The Lions have 6 games remaining as they're chasing another Southland Conference championship. If you have not been to the Pat, you got 2 more chances, Friday night and Sunday against UNO. That's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us, as we'll see you next time. For Coach Matt Reiser, I'm Alan Waddell, as we'll see you next time right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by our local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill.